Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on the tech sector, looking at XLK, Facebook, and Apple here. So a bearish reversal doji here on the tech sector. We saw some consolidation into the second half of the day after a new all-time high. Last doji we saw led to normal healthy consolidation, a brief pullback before continuation. And the second to last doji we saw didn't mean anything. So we have to wait for confirmation to be looking for consolidation if that is the case, and a break of 55.17, the low of today. As soon as that low breaks on a bearish reversal candlestick, that instantly increases the odds that we do confirm a bearish reversal candlestick. So I always look at the low of a bearish reversal candlestick, because if it breaks, it's more likely to see a lower high and a lower low and a red day confirming that. So that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. If we do see a red day, we can pull back normal and healthy after this bull break to new all-time highs, and anything above 54.56 is just another higher low, keeping the bulls in full control. So that's what we're going to be watching, and that is the key support level. All-time high resistance is 55.42, still extremely strong. The weekly time frame is not showing any weakness. A month of straight green, exponential support, and bulls have absolutely nothing to worry about unless we break 54.56. Then we will reassess the situation and start to pick out some support levels and some gaps that might fill. But let's take it one day at a time, as we always do. And as of right now, bulls don't have much to worry about. If I were looking at perhaps weekly calls or day trades, I certainly would have exited bullish positions due to this doji, just to be safe after a bull break over the past couple of days. Apple on the daily time frame, you can see the correlation to the sector, almost the exact same candlestick after a huge bull move, certainly due for consolidation. And the upper Bollinger Band support is going to be tested tomorrow most likely. That's going to be in the mid to upper $152 range. We'll have to update that at the open. Same thing with the low of the day, 153.45. Break that level. We look to the upper Bollinger Band, lose the upper Bollinger Band, and the consolidation is going to be more substantial than if we can hold the upper Bollinger Band. Hold the upper Bollinger Band and the bulls could potentially form a bull flag and be extremely strong. If we lose it, we'll be looking down, and we'll have to look at the hourly time frames as to where we stair-stepped on the way up over the past 3 days. Didn't build a ton of support over the last 3 days because we shot like a rocket to the upside, but we can find those levels on the hourly time frame when we do need to zoom in if we do lose that upper Bollinger Band. Weekly time frame, Apple bulls, nothing to worry about. Same story. We would have to see a close at about under 151 in order to be a bearish reversal inverted hammer. So we still have $3 of wiggle room to keep the bulls in full control on this weekly time frame. Facebook bulls tried to show up here and tried to follow along with Apple in terms of buying the dip on the bear reaction to earnings and then heading to all-time highs, but it was just a little bit too late, a little bit too slow, and the tech sector began to consolidate, and that obviously didn't help the Apple bulls, or I should say the Facebook bulls. So it is a bearish candlestick. A new resistance of 152.59 is the level to watch aside from the all-time high, and we have the range right now, 148.72 support. There's another support if we want to get a closer level, 149.74, and resistance is 152.59 and 151. Make that 153.60. So that's what we're going to be watching here on Facebook. Exponential support has held all of this consolidation. It's going to be tested again tomorrow, and if we lose that, we could be closing in on a bearish MACD cross. So Facebook is clearly weaker than Apple, and there are some weaker tech names than others, and Facebook, because of that earnings reaction, is among some of the weaker names. Just when I'm comparing the raging bulls that we have in the tech sector, Google, Amazon, Apple, all of these all-time high names, Facebook out of those four would be the weakest in the short term. But it could be a bull flag here on the weekly. We have an inside bar forming. We'll see how the consolidation goes from here. And it's all about that 148.72 level. Break that level. This is a bearish reversal candlestick last week. And if we break that low, just like I said earlier in this video, then it will be more likely than not that we confirm the weekly bearish reversal candlestick, and that consolidation is going to be more prolonged. So it's all about whether or not we get a red day and follow through to the downside on XLK tomorrow. We'll check back in after hours and see how it played out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.